Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Saturday, July 3rd, at 3:57 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 669 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. The latest, Indian-made vaccine works against all variants. Europe in vaccination race against COVID-19's Delta variant. AP photos, U.S. troops on front lines of America's longest war. At least 19 missing as mudslide west of Tokyo hits houses. Jill Biden's travel shows breadth covered by First Lady. As condo crashed down, they escaped through smoke and ruin. Plea deals are tearing the Oath Keepers apart. Olathe man found guilty of killing his mom whose 58-pound body was covered with bed sores. Ethiopia's Tigray crisis, rebel resurgence raises questions for Abiy Ahmed. Man serving life for water pistol robbery gets clemency nod. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. About 20 people missing after mudslide topples buildings in Japan's Atami City, CNN. Democrats fear Kamala Harris cannot beat any Gopher in 2024, including Trump, report, New York Post. Venice Beach violence reaches boiling point in LA as new viral video emerges, Yahoo News. Stanley Cup Final Game 3 takeaways, Tampa Bay Lightning 1 win away from the Cup, ESPN. Don Mattingly, Brian Snitker comment on Pablo Lopez's ejection following ACA HBP, Talking Chop. North Carolina included in latest forecast track for Hurricane Elsa, RAL.com. Oregon's COVID-19 vaccination rate hits 70%. The Hill. COVID cases, rates jump in Los Angeles ahead of 4th of July gatherings, top health official warns, another wave could become a very real possibility, Deadline. Cassia, a software provider, investigates potential cyber attack, The New York Times. Crestview Towers evacuated after North Miami Beach officials deemed structure unsafe, The Washington Post. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. CNN doctor hits Tucker Carlson with damning question about his COVID-19 coverage. Woman film tackling black teen in NYC hotel over missing phone charged with hate crime. Ex-cop charged in Capitol riot ordered 34 guns after he was barred from owning guns, FBI. Horrifying massive oil pipeline blaze sets Gulf of Mexico on fire. Felicia Rashad offers hollow apology for supporting Bill Cosby. 12-year-old girl's prayer at collapsed site leads to meeting with Biden. North Miami Beach condo residents ordered to evacuate due to safety concerns. The Olympics don't want black women to win. Senator Ted Cruz calls Joe Biden Jimmy Carter 2.0 and it doesn't go so well. The Onion's take on the Sha'Carri Richardson controversy is applauded on Twitter. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. It's crushing, Louisiana residents describe day-to-day reality shaped by gun violence. Police, 15-year-old autistic boy found safe. Family celebrates woman's 100th birthday. Store clerk arrested after killing shoplifter. Man released from prison after sentence commuted. Couples, wedding photo vanished, took thousands. Dad shares experience of losing hand to fireworks. Teen charged with murder following home invasion. Man gains following for daily walks while reading. Family of young woman speaks out about the loss. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. North Miami Beach condo tower evacuated over safety concerns. Hive updates. Rubble at Florida condo site is being searched again. Is Biden declaring independence from the coronavirus too soon? Miami weighs when to end search for Florida condo survivors. Hash Halper, street artist who adorned New York with hearts, dies at 41. Absentee ballots may determine if Eric Adams wins mayor's race. Democrats face high new bar in opposing voting laws. Trump is said to have called Arizona official after election loss. Supreme Court term marked by conservative majority in flux. Biden sends dueling messages on Afghanistan. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. San Diego burglars caught on video wheeling safe out of popular deli. Texas Democrats mull another walkout over election reform, everything is on the table. Phil Mickelson says he won't return to Detroit after gambling story, then reverses, with conditions. MSNBC legal analyst not expecting more charges in Trump case, I don't see why there would be. Rick Grenell, too many Americans are falling prey to government directives. Greg Gutfeld, Democrats have poisoned so many things and hurt so many people. Lightning rout Canadians 6-3 in Game 3, Tampa Bay 1 win away from Stanley Cup. Minneapolis mayor says he's committed to recruiting new police officers after judge's ruling. MSNBC's Joy Reid doubts crime spikes are real because she hasn't heard anecdotes from friends in cities. Bruce blasts Joy Reid for claim border crisis non-existent, say it to the mom afraid to let kids play outside. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Saturday, July 3rd. The next headlines are from the seventh most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Stream the Rocket Mortgage Classic. Child tax credit, IRS facing possible implementation problems for monthly check. Child tax credit, who will get a monthly check? Child tax credit, what does the updated credit mean for families? Child tax credit, 3 IRS tools to help you get what you're owed. Tax refunds delays, why does the IRS still have 35 million unprocessed tax returns? Bill Cosby ready to get back to work and entertain, spokesperson says. Must watch, dog sings along to national anthem on CBS morning show. Fourth stimulus check, is another relief payment on the way? Federal unemployment benefits ending early in some states. The next headlines are from the eighth most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Manhattan real estate prices at $999,000 an all-time high since before pandemic. England fans prepare to pack out pubs and beer gardens for tonight's quarterfinal. Olympian Gwen Berry's tweets from decade ago reveal history rape jokes tweets mocking white people. Coronavirus UK, doctors call for targeted COVID measures to stay after July 19th. Which of these properties would you buy with a $600K budget? 8 months of fuel price increases push petrol to an 8-year high. No 10 won't order work from home staff back to the office after July 19th. Ocean is in flames in the Gulf of Mexico after a gas leak in an underwater pipeline sparked fire. Corrections officer who cut a hole in her pants for depraved sex sentenced to 7 months in jail. 8 years to down Venice Beach homeless encampments ahead of July 4th. The following headlines are from the ninth most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Hurricane Elsa races toward Haiti amid fears of landslides. Indonesia caught between surge and slow vaccine rollout. Australia ranks last on climate action in UN report. What to know about U.S. forces in Afghanistan as withdrawal looms. Elsa strengthens into season's first hurricane in Caribbean. U.S. vacates key Afghan base, pull-out target now late August. As tourists return to Europe, some top destinations want fewer of them. COVID-19 global updates. India's death toll tops 400,000 as Delta variant gains ground worldwide. Lytton is gone. Accounts of death, destruction in Canadian village that caught fire in record heat. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. David Harbour, I've always been waiting to be 40 years old. Landslide hits popular resort town in Japan, leaving more than a dozen people missing. Bad form, Olivia Rodrigo comparisons reignite pop plagiarism debate. What's next for Jeff Bezos? Space, climate and media may all figure. Thailand reports record COVID-19 cases as concerns mount about vaccine shortages. Indonesia's hospitals in COVID crisis as car parks turned into emergency rooms. Tampa Bay Lightning on cusp of Stanley Cup repeat after Game 3 blitz of Montreal. Arizona Republicans faced pressure from Trump and allies following election, records show. Isle fire, gas leak sparks huge blaze on ocean surface off Mexico. Idiotic, fury in Ukraine after female soldiers made to march in heels. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Hurricane Elsa moving quickly across eastern Caribbean Sea. Firefighters make progress against California forest fires. Biden says teachers deserve a raise, not just praise. Ransomware hits hundreds of U.S. companies, security firm says. Florida condo building deemed unsafe, evacuation ordered. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Canada heatwave, lightning triggers wildfires in British Columbia. Miami building collapse, firefighter's 7-year-old daughter found dead. U.S. companies hit by colossal cyber attack. Ethiopia-Tigray conflict, famine hits 400,000, UN warns. Week in Pictures, June 26–July 2, 2021. Nizar Banat, Palestinians turn on leaders after activist's death. Why are Chinese tech brands flocking to Euro 2020? Then and now, Arctic sea ice feeling the heat. Hiking as a black person in the U.S. can be nerve-wracking. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Death toll rises to 22 in Florida condo collapse, another Florida condo building deemed unsafe, evacuation ordered. Humans caught the ocean on fire, gas pipeline fire in Gulf of Mexico creates shocking scene. Florida condo deemed unsafe, evacuation ordered. It doesn't look good out here, Coast Guard rescues 2 pilots after Hawaii cargo plane crash. Crews make progress battling Northern California fires. Today in history for July 3rd. Category 1 Hurricane Elsa roars across Caribbean, Florida in path early next week. Tropical storm Elsa forms east of the Caribbean, South Florida may be in path next week. Pentagon briefs on sexual assault in Afghanistan. 2 more dead found at site of collapsed flat condo. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Earthquake, 3.5 quake strikes near Bakersfield. Suspect in killing of Compton teen is arrested in Mexico, authorities say. Officials work to shrink footprint of South LA blast scene so more residents can return home. Stockpile seized, freeway lanes closed, officials content with scourge of illegal fireworks. Inland dispute with what's landmark Watkins House of Burgers, Caltrans reconsiders. No such thing as safe and sane fireworks in a bone-dry California primed to burn. Push to clear homeless camps from Venice Beach tears up. Alameda County deputy blasts Taylor Swift song during encounter with protesters. Lava fire still a threat as salt, tenant fires destroy homes in Northern California. Alarmingly low rain levels prime California for fire danger in summer, fall. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Saturday, July 3rd, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. The scientists hired by Big Oil who predicted the climate crisis long ago. Finland, COVID-19 rise linked in part to football fans returning from Russia. The French government denies any cover-up over radiation levels in the Pacific following its nuclear testing, as new discussions took place in Paris about the legacy of the explosions. There are fresh allegations that the testing from 1966 to 1996 caused hidden atmospheric and ground radiation. Too hot, British Columbians flock to hotels for air conditioning. Britain filmed not wearing mask on train in Singapore charged with offences including harassment. Critically endangered hawksbill turtles recorded copulating in Singapore waters for first time. Idiotic, fury in Ukraine after female soldiers made to march in heels. Ukraine. Idiotic, fury in Ukraine after female soldiers made to march in heels. Gas pipeline fire sends flames boiling to the surface of Gulf of Mexico. Workers being held prisoner in Taiwan's microchip factories, NZ Herald. Flames erupt in Gulf of Mexico after gas pipeline ruptures. Escalating tensions in Canada, totem pole set alight on Vancouver Island in retaliation for tearing down of colonial statues. Mexico's Pemex suffers huge gas pipeline fire in Gulf. The next headlines are from Forbes. Shinsegae acquires eBay Korea in $3 billion deal as e-commerce booms. WWE SmackDown results, winners, news and notes as Zelina Vega returns. 5 simple ways to spur innovation while WFH. Ex-Trump lawyer Michael Cohen plans to sue feds for alleged retaliation during prison stint. Matthew McConaughey's best-selling memoir suggests why he could become Texas' next governor. Miami condo collapse, death toll rises to 22 while number of missing drops after audit. The best new movies to stream on Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, HBO, Disney Plus and Peacock this weekend. Reggie Bush can get his Heisman Trophy back, if NCAA allows it. Biden taps college president, his former employer, as German ambassador. Why am I being stopped? The next headlines are from Nature.com. Coronapod, the biomarker that could change COVID vaccines. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,791,711,933 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Hospitality Union files unfair labor practice charge against Chateau Marmont Management. Bollywood star Ranveer Singh to host the Big Picture Indian adaptation on Colors exclusive. The Crew, Mr. Iglesias funding, Country Comfort cancelled at Netflix. Amazon gives incoming CEO Andy Jassy stock awards worth more than $200 million. Lovecraft Country will not return for season 2 at HBO. China's Guangzhou reopens cinemas in wake of COVID-19 outbreak. Jackie Chan, Andy Lau celebrate China's Communist Party anniversary as Hong Kongers are arrested. Chinese propaganda film 1921 set to release in US and UK. All-American showrunner Nkechi Okoro Carol on paying tribute to Naomi Osaka through Homecoming spin-off. The best face sunscreens according to Hollywood makeup artists. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Canada hunts for survivors of a fire that destroyed a small town. A mystery illness is killing mid-Atlantic songbirds. The Supreme Court will hear a case on the funding of religious schools. Hurricane Elsa could complicate Surfside search efforts. Officials begin to plan demolition of the remaining part of the Surfside condo. Florida judge orders Surfside Condo Association board into receivership. A crippling third wave of COVID adds to Afghanistan's woes. U.S. sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson is suspended after a positive marijuana test. Photos, 15 things folks cannot live without in a pandemic, from Mance to holy water. Hundreds are believed to have died during the Pacific Northwest heat wave. The following headlines are from The Week. Republicans on January 6 Select Committee will reportedly try to blame Nancy Pelosi for the Capitol riot. The Week's Best Photojournalism. Bill Cosby wants to get back on stage after prison release. GOP could see a record number of female House candidates in 2022. Let Sha'Carri Richardson run. Puzzles, Printable Crossword and Sudoku, issue, July 16, 2021. Solutions, Crossword and Sudoku, issue, July 16, 2021. MLB places Dodgers pitcher Trevor Bauer on 7-day leave following sexual assault allegation. Puzzles, Interactive Crossword, issue, July 16, 2021. Former Senator Claire McCaskill says her new family tradition is to watch Capitol riot footage on the 4th of July. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. Mapping Indigenous Communities of Texas, Wichita and Affiliated Tribes, Caracare, I.S. The next headlines are from Universe Today. NASA continues to try and rescue failing Hubble. A small satellite with a solar sail could catch up with an interstellar object. These are the news headlines for today, Saturday, July 3rd. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Corona Borealis, the Northern Crown, in July. Deep Space Atomic Clock sets record in first test run. Virgin Orbit successfully launches 7 satellites in third mission. Hubble in safe mode, might run on backup computer. Summer Triangle Star, Vega is bright and blue-white. The next news is from Politico. George Floyd's murder transformed America. What Politicos are reading this summer. Elections Board staffer resigns in wake of counting snafu. State, local officials dispersed less than 4% of rental aid through May. Biden names more ambassadorships, including Amy Gutmann for Germany. White House calls Sha'Carri Richardson an inspiring woman but stops short of opposing suspension. Biden nixes Trump-era drama as he welcomes world champion Dodgers to White House. I want to talk about happy things, man, Biden chafes at press questions on Afghanistan. As the Taliban gain ground, how long can the U.S. Embassy in Kabul stand? Biden backs major reform to military's handling of sexual assault. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. AFL 2021 Hive updates, Neil out of Lions clash with Crows, GWS Dundee's descend Tigers 2-9. Sydney's winter sunshine. Australia COVID, NSW records 35 new cases, 8 cases in Queensland and no new cases in Victoria. Mudslide west of Tokyo hits houses, several people missing. Australia fights stranded citizens' UN plea to return for cancer-stricken mother. Giants killers, GWS slay demons to lift themselves into top 8. Broncos game gets go-ahead, with provisos. First Nations right of reply in history bites back. Huge question mark over university plan after outbreak, cut to caps. The datum Tsayu took a backseat to Steve Spark. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Buckle up, this July 4th, gas prices will hit $3.62 a gallon in some regions. The moneyest, my mother-in-law bought shoes for my nieces to wear to a wedding, but not for my daughter, even though they wore the same dresses. In one chart, millions of Americans still aren't entering the labor market despite record job openings. Masterpiece son leads college athletes already cashing in on the new NCAA rules with a $2 million tech deal. Market Extra, what's next for oil prices as OPEC Plus deadlocks, with more talks set for Monday. The Wall Street Journal, at car dealerships these days offering to pay full sticker price might not get you the car you want. Newswatch, these 15 stocks, June's biggest losers, could become July's winners. Market Snapshot, U.S. stocks end Friday at record highs, advancing a second straight week after jobs report. Personal Finance Daily, this is why millennials are going crazy for RVs, and these students thought they were paying for their education with an innovative alternative to loans, but the true cost was hidden, lawsuit alleges. Bond Report, 10-year Treasury yield slides to lowest since March despite better-than-expected June jobs. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Inventor, entrepreneur, U.S. serviceman, and proud American, Thomas Edison, Daily Mining Gazette. Alfredo Renton replaces Juan Lozano as CEO, El Financiero, the Daily Guardian Net. Supreme Court ruling limits patent law assign or estoppel doctrine, the National Law Review. Market to Market, June 2021, watching the pot TM, Stern, Kessler, Goldstein and Fox PLLC, JD Supra. Divisional patents in India, strategic impacts of restrictive divisional practice, JD Supra. Apple Watch faces potential ban in the US for alleged patent infringement, India Today. Once again, generic computer systems that do routine functions are not patentable, JD Supra. The Unified Patent Court, Lexology. Coronavirus vaccination reopens complex debate on drug patents, evangelical focus. Lessons in innovation from Stigler's Law of Eponymy, Lexology. The next headlines are from Quartz. To control speech, Uganda is taxing internet usage by 30%. India's Tokyo Olympic sailing duo already had their eyes set on the 2024 Games. Weekend edition, messy antitrust enforcement, Africa's legal cannabis, hot desks. Napping. Jakarta is seeing an echo of Delhi's COVID-19 horrors. Extra unemployment benefits aren't holding back the U.S. economy. Beware the chilling effects of hot desking. Which U.S. workers benefit most from the labor shortage? Why people believe in UFOs and lab leaks. Defund the police, their salaries are inching up in the U.S. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Sony hates you, Earthbound Let's Plays flagged for copyright infringement due to soundtrack. Ohio legislators pass bill that would make it easier for cops to make BS arrests of bystanders. Man sues multiple Department of Justice agencies for failing to return seized cash they told him they had no interest in keeping. Elvis Costello doesn't care that a pop star copied his riffs, says every musician does that. Court rejects Facebook user's lawsuit demanding $10 million per day in damages for having his posts removed. Daily Deal, Firo active noise cancelling wireless earbuds. AT&T has DC pushing the idea that big tech should give big telecom billions for no coherent reason. LA court abusing copyright law to take down unauthorized recording of Britney Spears hearing. Georgia Supreme Court overturns computer crime conviction for man who copied himself on emails sent to his boss. Former Trump aide launches Twitter clone that seems to yank a ton of data right out of Twitter, already has first content moderation crisis. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Iggy Azalea. Copa America 2021. Summer of Soul. Sebastian Corda. Copa America. Gulf of Mexico. Brazil vs. Chile. Peru vs. Paraguay. Phil Mickelson. Tom Holland. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Russian export duty for sunflower seeds comes into effect. Up to 20 missing after powerful landslide plows through houses due to heavy rain in Japan. Video. Tourist hub Bali swept up in Indonesia's harsh lockdown despite 71% vaccination rate, as country's infections spike. Ohio school expels students over false and misleading attacks from parents as they wage war on critical race theory curriculum. Trudeau condemns spate of arson attacks on Catholic churches as Canada reels from unmarked grave scandal. Colossal and devastating ransomware attack targets hundreds of U.S. companies, cyber researchers say. Vatican hails vaccinations as one of the greatest achievements of modern science in push against vaccine skepticism. No more boys and girls, Disney World pulls gendered language from fireworks show greeting, now welcoming dreamers of all ages. Another Florida residential tower ordered evacuated after safety audit as Surfside death toll reaches 22. Underwater fire erupts at pipeline in Gulf of Mexico, videos. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Police to target Americans for their ideological beliefs and behaviors. Putin city killer, Russia launches world's largest nuclear-armed submarine. Georgia Secretary of State seeking election takeover of Fulton County, enough is enough. Fentanyl seizures at southern U.S. border spike 4,000%. Pennsylvania Democrats to propose bullet tax and encoded rounds to track ammo owners. Canadian asset manager charged with $3.6 million scheme front-running his firm's trades. Supreme Court declines to hear appeal from Flores to refused service over same-sex wedding. Apple warns iPhone can interfere with cardiac devices. Facebook now sending messages to some users asking about potentially extremist friends. Reality check, Professor Penn's letter explaining natural resource drain created by net zero emission targets. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Underdogs Ukraine stand between England and Euro 2020 semi-final. Hurricane Elsa heads to Haiti amid fears of floods and landslides. Copa America, Brazil's Jesus sent off after flying kick in QF win. 20 reported missing after heavy rains trigger landslide in Japan. El Salvador seizes opposition party assets in corruption probe. U.S. sanctions 22, including Myanmar ministers, for military coup. Bonus edition, Israeli comedy, U.S. slavery's legacy, CCP at 100. Indonesia to get U.S. vaccine donations amid COVID emergency. Ex-officer pleads guilty to manslaughter as family blasts deal. Italy beat top-ranked Belgium, set up Spain Euro 2020 semi-final. The next headlines are from Breitbart. FMR GOP Rep Riggleman, enough of this crap, 1/6 probe absolutely friggin' necessary. San Francisco crime wave, rampant shoplifting, theft forces stores to cut hours or close. Farrell, systemic racism is not solved by segregating students. Listen, Toby Keith's Happy Birthday America mourns what's left of the country that saved the world, rips broken down cities by the left's design. DNC Chair Harrison, our democracy is on fire and we have to put out the flames. Schiff on 1/6 hearing, Capitol Police let down by GOP will speak to America. Biden's deputies urge children to demand transgender status. Exclusive J.D. Vance, Biden's war on energy is a forced transfer of jobs to China. Kamala Harris facing White House sabotage as establishment media lay out Pete Buttigieg's path to presidency. Revealed, Anthem snubber Gwen Berry has history of racially charged posts, joked about rape. The next headlines are from UPI News. Massachusetts man collects his second $1 million lottery jackpot. Watch, bear enters Colorado home through open window, eats cat food. Chinese police academy auctioning off dogs too friendly for law enforcement. Watch, more than 60 ducks relocated after overrunning Louisiana neighborhood. Watch, rowing team crosses from San Francisco to Hawaii in record time. Watch, Atlanta woman wakes to find African serval on her bed. Watch, world's longest plastic water slide record broken in West Virginia. Escaped red panda captured a day later on grounds of German zoo. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Dog thrown from car in accident found herding sheep on nearby farm. Strangers track down rider who launched message in a bottle nearly a century ago. Diver gets glorious glimpse of giant sea worm that only comes out at night, normally. Declared extinct 100 years ago, DNA found the Gould's mouse still living on Sunny Island down under. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Saturday, July 3rd. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Texas Lieutenant Governor says State History Museum no place for history. Botched water tower paint job in central Wisconsin. 12-year-old DJ has equipment confiscated after school bathroom rave. Nike CEO, a brand that is of China and for China. In fossilized dinosaur poop, scientists find hidden treasure. California Highway Patrol tickets driver with apparent SpaceX Starlink dish bolted to car hood. Toronto nurse told by condominium to get rid of her dog because it weighs too much. Atlanta woman wakes to find African serval on her bed. A fake wedding, and a $250,000 scam. American Airlines passenger uses emergency exit to jump onto tarmac after flight delayed, cancelled. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Windows 11 shows Windows 10 should have never been the last version. I had my hair cut at the Amazon salon, and lived to tell the tale. The Deeper Connect Nano could replace your VPN and offer even greater peace of mind. Ola Electric teases its cool new scooter in a tacky video. Forget the Pentagon report, Matt can tell us if aliens exist. How to use the coolest new features in Python 3.10. How to schedule messages on Slack. Lester installs bee-friendly bus stops. I'm an astronomer and think aliens are plausible, but not because of UFOs. Dear Twitter, my shitposting ass begs you to launch a close friends feature. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Role of dopamine in songbird's brain plasticity. Pioneering non-invasive technique for neurological conditions. Same dance, different species, how natural selection drives common behavior of lizards. Muskrats are a bellwether for a drying delta. Guadalupe for seals continue to recover as new colony discovered. Uncovering the genetic mechanism behind Rett syndrome. Observation, simulation, and AI join forces to reveal a clear universe. Novel strategy for natural product biosynthesis. How ethane-consuming archaea pick up their favorite fish. The next headlines are from Information Week. Mondelez takes a low-code, no-code approach to development. The pandemic has changed how IT teams collaborate, permanently. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Saturday, July 3rd from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA scientists available for interviews on hurricanes, tropical storms. NASA posts agency-wide media accreditation policy. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff makes visit to Bryce Canyon to push for vaccines. Utah's COVID death surge was huge last winter. Could it happen again? Ex-employees sue Utah Pride Center, alleging discrimination, retaliation. Carnival owner charged with human trafficking for allegedly holding his Mexican workers hostage. Bluffdale man charged with DUI and 2 counts of automobile homicide. Utah County Commission votes to reduce property taxes. Utah's rolling 7-day average of new COVID-19 cases is above 400 for the first time since mid-April. Man charged with homicide in Taylorsville shooting. We asked 3 Utah doctors, should we be masking up again, with the Delta variant of COVID-19 circulating? Bagley cartoon, The Late Salt Lake. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Passenger added to Jeff Bezos' planned space flight would be the oldest person in space. App with 5.8 million Google Play downloads stole users' Facebook passwords. Our evil ransomware hits 200 companies in MSP supply chain attack. California police officer plays Taylor Swift song to try to block video from YouTube. Broadcom charged by FTC of illegal monopolization, agrees to settlement. Twitter considers new features for tweeting only to friends, under different personas and more. Norway law forces influencers to label retouched photos on Instagram. UK's largest chip plant to be acquired by Chinese-owned firm Nexperia. Passwords in Amazon Echo Dot live on even after you factory reset the device. DHS adds hundreds of new cyber professionals to its ranks. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. You paid for it. St. Charles City officials prepare for Independence Day weekend. JB Blast returns with fireworks show Friday night. River Fest in St. Charles returns in full swing this Independence Day weekend. How to prevent firework-related injuries. Missing jar of white, 9, has been found. Metro Mom continues push to prevent tragedies caused by dangerous 4th of July traditions. St. Louis community leaders speak out about violence after 4 children shot. Free health insurance included in stimulus benefits for unemployment recipients. Body of girl who drowned in Merrimack River has been recovered. Trailblazing St. Louis County Councilwoman Hazel Irby dies at 75. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Coronado's Independence Day Parade makes triumphant return Saturday. Know before you go, Harbor Police share reminders ahead of Big Bay boom. East County man arrested after arsenal found in his home, police. Victim of fatal City Heights shooting ID'd. Authorities crack down on illegal rentals at Mission Bay. Delta variant concerns loom ahead of 4th of July weekend. Video shows massive, underwater fire in Gulf of Mexico after pipeline ruptures. San Diego emergency crews prepare to deploy to Florida condo collapse site. 20 officers in 5 separate shootings cleared of criminal charges, DA's office says. Explainer, how California could recall Governor Newsom. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Angry Russia shadows Italian Navy frigate in Black Sea. U.S. Japan conducts simulated scenario missile defense on Camp Amami. Russia deploys Su-35S heavy fighters to Kamchatka Peninsula. Possible $445 heavy tactical vehicle sale to Kuwait gets U.S. State Department approval. Raytheon gets $2 billion contract for new nuclear cruise missile. U.S. Marine Corps deploys its tank destroyers to Ukraine. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. China beefs up military position with more Indian border units, desert missile silos, Navy forces. Sony faces anger on Chinese internet for now cancelled event on July 7, the anniversary of Japan's invasion of China. China's anti-foreign sanctions law, concerns and uncertainty abound. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Saturday, July 3, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. CHP rolls out maximum enforcement for holiday weekend. Cruise battle brush fire burning near Pleasant Dun. Holiday travel, this weekend expected to be second busiest July 4th ever. Brooms Amphitheater in Orinda expands lineup. El Cerrito neighborhood on high alert after coyote spotted multiple times. Fire crews remind public all fireworks in Contra Costa County are illegal. Safe and sane fireworks sales underway in Gilroy. Man's body washes onto shore at San Mateo County Beach. More than 100 pounds of illegal fireworks, $38,000 recovered by Oakland police. Video, giant fire erupts in Gulf of Mexico after pipeline leak. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Analysis, price check, Canadians need more from star goalie. Betskey's Dodgers 9-run rally and win over Nationals. Reds deal Cubs 7th straight loss behind Gray, Votto. 2 local firms submit pitches for Arlington Park redevelopment. Why Wheaton's Field of Honor oozes with patriotism. Portillo's workers stage walkout over hours and pay. Herons fans say North Aurora fireworks show needlessly close to nesting area. CFO Chapman bids farewell to District 303, bringing wave of changes. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. City of Seattle to host concerts, events, Halloween in July as part of Welcome Back Weeks. New report details highest rent prices in Seattle metro area during June. Compassion Seattle Charter Amendment says it has enough signatures to make November ballot. Seattle starts final phase of repairs to W Seattle Bridge, but don't expect to see crews just yet. Pinball, Monet, Sir Mix-a-Lot, more happening in Seattle this weekend July 2nd to 5th. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Orange alert for Tropical Cyclone Elsa 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0.799 million. Drought is ongoing in Kazakhstan, Russia, Uzbekistan. Drought is ongoing in China. Drought is ongoing in Kenya, Somalia, Tanzania. Drought is ongoing in Bangladesh, Bhutan, China, India, Myanmar. Drought is ongoing in Burundi, Democratic Republic of Congo, Central African Republic, Rwanda, South Sudan, Uganda. Drought is ongoing in Afghanistan, Iran, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Drought is ongoing in Burkina Faso, Benin, Côte d'Ivoire, Cameroon, Ghana, Niger, Nigeria, Togo. Drought is ongoing in Angola. Drought is ongoing in Azerbaijan, Greece, Iraq, Iran, Jordan, Syria, Turkey. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Saturday, July 3rd in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Video shows fire in Gulf of Mexico after gas pipeline rupture. Cyclist injured in accident received life-saving miracle thanks to doctor. Suspect in custody in connection with family murdered in Southwest Houston. Brooklyn boutique upcycles antique linens into chic clothing for any occasion. Stormy Saturday, but looking less stormy for July 4th. Mayor, 2 more bodies pulled from side of collapsed Florida condo. Former detective faces third-degree felony for misuse of official information, authorities say. 1 killed in deadly crash on Katy Freeway, all outbound lanes closed at Mason, deputies say. Missing 12-year-old girl last seen in a Spring neighborhood, deputies say. 18-year-old charged with capital murder following deadly home invasion in East Harris County. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Another building evacuated, search goes on at collapse site. Brazil calls striker Richarlison into Olympic soccer team. Wilson has 20 points and 10 rebounds, Aces beat Spark 66-58. Lightning beat Canadians 6-3, take 3-0 lead in Cup final. Angels Trout optimistic he can return after All-Star break. Otani homers twice, scores winning run, Angels beat O's 8-7. Hernandez helps Red Sox beat A's 3-2-10 with bat, glove. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Board of Elections releases preliminary tally of City Council and Borough President races. As city rushes to move shelter residents out of hotels, 1 man vows to stay put. Extra, do you miss tourist-free NYC? Car-free summer streets return for 2 weekends in August. Move over Los Angeles, New York leads all urban areas in traffic congestion. Maya Wiley files legal actions allowing her to challenge primary outcome. Where to watch the 2021 Macy's 4th of July fireworks in NYC. All eyes on absentee ballot count, as mayor's race and many others hang in the balance. Glitches with New York's rental assistance website confound tenants seeking aid. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Families search for loved ones gone missing in post-war El Salvador. Landmark Gender Equality Forum concludes with concrete commitments, plan to advance parity by 2026. COVID-19 Delta variant detected in 98 countries, continues to evolve and mutate, warns WHO. Free, unfettered access needed to assist millions in war-torn Tigray. If a nuclear war must never be fought, then Dalit and Muslim Indian women leading change in South Sudan. Turning crisis into opportunity, world leaders meet at UN to help drive pandemic recovery. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Source funded oust India indicts Army SGD who shot AK-47 toting BLM protester in self-defense. Democrats wage new war on online 3D printed guns and blueprints. A remarkable silence, media blackout after key witness against Assange admits lying. Police to target Americans for their ideological beliefs and behaviors. Video, Biden suggests global warming could have caused condo to collapse. Microsoft exec, targeting of Americans records routine. Short film reveals shocking info about water fluoridation. How accurate are the vaccine death and injury statistics? Nothing more than a trophy kill, Trump CFO does perp walk over corporate perks. Diabolical Rumsfeld finally dies. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Vanessa Williams to honor Juneteenth at July 4th festivities. Tally of missing in condo collapse falls to 128 after audit. Was arrest warrant issued for Catch a Predator presenter Chris Hansen? Did woman who threw eggs at Simon Cowell become Loki composer? U.S. plans to make airlines refund fees if bags are delayed. Dogs on display, museum fates 200 years of cartoon canines. Faces in the Closet horror video goes viral on TikTok. U.S. trade deficit increases to $71.2 billion in May. Judge denies request to remove father from Britney Spears' conservatorship. U.S. hands Bagram airfield to Afghans after nearly 20 years. The next headlines are from factcheck.org. Spoof video furthers microchip conspiracy theory. Flawed paper on COVID-19 vaccines, death spreads widely before attraction. No new revelation on hydroxychloroquine and COVID-19. Facebook post misleads on HR1's proposal on voter rolls. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. The Pentagon permission slips that enable forever wars. Jill Biden likes fashion, but don't bother asking her about it. Jonathan Taylor Thomas finally resurfaced and millennials are shook. Takashi 6X99 has betrayed everyone, even his fans. Hypocrite's elegy, J.D. Vance is an avatar of GOP corruption. Fear Street Part 1, 1994 is Netflix's less horny riff on Scream. Fox News really wants you to think its ratings aren't down. Britney Spears' conservatorship lawyer has a very mysterious past. How 3 women exposed an Army lieutenant colonel's crazy secret life. The next headlines are from the New York Post. How Tim LaCastro is expected to help Yankees. At least 19 missing as mudslides hit town west of Tokyo. Angels Mike Trout hopes to return soon after All-Star break. Boston rabbi stabbed 8 times outside Jewish day school. Phil Mickelson may play in Detroit again after all. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. The sky this week, Venus meets the beehive. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Flying car completes first test flight between airports in 35 minutes. Astronomers discover record-breaking small white dwarf star. Expedition will monitor the Titanic's decay before it all disappears. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. On July 6th, Chipotle will offer buy one get one free COVID vaccine incentive. Collapsed condo tower to be demolished, but officials say rescue effort will continue. Florence bans evening walks to prevent overcrowding in city's most popular spots. Justin Trudeau denounces church burnings, vandalism in Canada. Pinterest places ban on ads about weight loss. Missouri pharmacies' working conditions to be investigated. NYC expanding 311 to help tackle homelessness, panhandling on subways. Cuomo's essential workers memorial being moved after backlash from Battery Park City. Alvin Bragg set to become first ever black Manhattan will pick up Trump probe. P.F. Chang's expands to-go concept with new Texas and Florida locations, with plans to add dozens more. The following headlines are from military.com. Coast Guard, Honolulu Fire Department rescue pilots after cargo plane crashes off Hawaii. Pentagon, National Guard silent on whether troops are for hire after GOP billionaire funds border mission. The Navy finally pulls the plug on the railgun. Marine raider convicted of involuntary manslaughter, hazing in Green Beret's death. National Guard, human error caused fatal NY helicopter crash. Prosecutors seek prison for former Green Beret, son and gun escape trial. Air Force gives Raytheon $2 billion for nuclear cruise missile development. Sexual assault prosecution should change in 2023, Commission recommends. Texas soldier who shot protester indicted on murder charge. Coast Guard, large oil leak during Georgia ship demolition. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Organ transplant patients remain vulnerable as country struggles to reach herd immunity. It's an act of patriotism to get the vaccine. Woman shot on Dan Ryan Expressway in critical condition. Man fatally stabbed on CTA bus on the south side. Chicago migrants are sworn in as citizens at Wrigley Field ahead of 4th of July. Write the new chapter of your story. The city is traumatized. Englewood community members pray for 1-month-old injured in shooting. Rift between R. Kelly defense lawyers apparent in latest bid for his release ahead of New York trial. Chicago Police Superintendent David Brown defense plan to fight violence under questioning from aldermen. Ammonia leak at Lakeview Food Production Company sends 9 employees to the hospital. Chicago area's July 4th weekend kicks off with dangerous high waves, followed by high heat through holiday. New citizens sworn in at Wrigley Field naturalization ceremony. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Death toll from northwest heat wave expected to keep rising. Hurricane Elsa threatens Caribbean. Solving a long-standing mystery about the desert's rock art canvas. Study maps nanobody structure, leading to new ways to potentially fight diseases. Unusual currents explain mysterious red crab strandings. After rooting DeSoto, Chickasaws repurpose Spanish objects for everyday use. Graphene additive manufacturing for flexible and printable electronics. Global network transforming tropical forest research. A globally important microbial process hidden on marine particles. Smart technology is not making us dumber, study. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Saturday, July 3rd, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Could mitochondria be the key to a healthy brain? Meet your lymphatic system, a key part of the immune system. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Reopening of T-Mobile Park turns into emotional 5-4 walk-off win for Mariners in 10 innings. Leading off, Schwarber gets MRI on hamstring, bruise roll. Semenya misses Tokyo, may be forced out of Olympics for good. French far-right chief under fire for her mainstream turn. Dickerson, Wade homer as Giants beat the Diamondbacks 11-4. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Firefighters battle Alameda County grass fire. SF Giants hit halfway mark in first place, Thairo Estrada hits grand slam in first start. Elvis Andrus hits timely home run, but A's lose to Red Sox in extras. Afghan pullout has U.S. spies reorienting in terrorism fight. Body recovered from San Mateo County beach. Sean Mania, Lou Trevino receive MLB monthly awards, Piscotty headed for rehab assignment. Review, Scarlet Nexus gameplay almost makes up for its dizzying Tenet-like plot. A's knew about BART fireworks debacle weeks in advance, emails show. Oakland unveils its terms for Howard Terminal Ballpark project. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. DHS to bring back veterans who were deported unjustly. North Miami Beach, Florida, condominium building evacuated. Joe Biden, Jill Biden speak to mostly empty hall at Teachers Union Convention. Ransomware hits hundreds of U.S. companies, security firm says. Government UFO report falls flat in Roswell. Lawmakers press Biden administration for details on Afghan evacuation. Lloyd Austin approves new command structure in Afghanistan as troop withdrawal continues. Wisconsin to pay former state Supreme Court Justice $44,000 to lead 2020 election probe. Chris Hansen, to catch a predator host, turns himself in amid video issue. Gay men not qualified for ministry, Presbyterian Church in America votes. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Hindu vigilantes work with police to enforce love jihad law in North India. Wall Street's candidate loses Manhattan District Attorney primary. Firms that backed Governor Charlie Baker's pro-charter initiative scored millions in contract with Massachusetts Pension Fund. Whistleblowers expose corruption in EPA Chemical Safety Office. How the People's Mayor saved public power. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Saturday, July 3rd, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Stress-free path to stress-free metallic films paves the way for next-gen circuitry. Researchers reduce severity of sleep apnea by at least 30%. Microbes in cow stomachs can break down plastic. Evaluation of health equity in COVID-19 vaccine distribution plans in U.S. Poorer survival in obese colorectal cancer patients possibly linked to lower chemotherapy doses. Novel technique decodes mechanisms controlling executive functions of the primate brain. Waste hop stem in the beer industry upcycled into cellulose nanofibers. Insect-sized robot navigates mazes with the agility of a cheetah. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Man fatally shot during altercation in Englewood apartment after neighbor made several noise complaints. One hurt in Dan Ryan shooting near 49th. Horoscope for Saturday, July 3rd, 2021. Lightning rout Canadians, move one win from defending Stanley Cup title. Person in custody in Bronzeville shooting that left 2 wounded. Man shot to death outside Roseland home, police. Alec Mills strikes out career high tying 9 in Cubs loss to Reds. 2 shot, 1 fatally, in Lawndale, police. Grand Park Music Festival kicks off the return of in-person downtown music fests. President Jed Hoyer, on Cubs July, I think there's a sense of urgency. The next headlines are from the Times of India. Spotlight on Mamata after Tirth resigns as UCAN CM. Amir Khan and Kiran Rao announced their separation. Covaxin provides 65.2% protection against Delta variant, Bharat Biotech. How Boeing 737 pilots survived Hawaii ditching. Woman drives 16,800 kilometers in 51 days across 28 states. This is what Vodafone Idea will not do to take on Reliance Jio. Jio versus Airtel versus V, annual prepaid plans compared. People's Ultimate League, game changer for Kia Plus. This is Qualcomm's new plan to take on Apple. Team India wants Prithvi Shaw as opener in England. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Saturday, July 3rd, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. After multiple Houston kids killed in 2 days, Turner and Chief Finner say hands off our children. Downtown Houston streets close for Sunday fireworks. Openings and closings, Howdy Homemade Heroes in Houston, Flight Club this fall. Houston's 5 best weekend food bets, celebrate America and Canada, this July 4th. Rating how much we miss departed Houston sports figures. Reviews for the easily distracted, The Forever Purge. There's harmony and humor with a Bras Curry on side project. The next headlines are about world records making news. CA, man attempts to break his seesaw world record, WFMZ Allentown. Brit sets world record for stacking the tallest tower of M&Ms, the U.S. Sun. On this day in 2018, Aaron Finch slams T20I world record with 172 off 76 balls versus Zimbabwe, News 18. Fearless West Virginian slide into Guinness World Records on 2021 footwater slide, CBS Pittsburgh. British engineer stacks 5 M&Ms, breaks Guinness World Records title, NBC 5 Dallas Fort Worth. Summit 1G sets a new Max Payne 3 speedrun world record, PC Gamer. Don't bet against her, Yorktown HS swim coach believes Tori Husk will break world record in 100 butterfly at Olympics, WDVM25. Karsten Warholm breaks 29-year-old 400 world record, as English. Two-time Guinness World Record holder opens Italian restaurant and pizzeria in Lansing, Worthing Herald. New world record trout is officially certified by the IGFA, Field and Stream. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. FTC charges Broadcom with illegal monopolization of the chip industry. A large ransomware attack has ensnared hundreds of companies. Not to alarm anyone, but the Gulf of Mexico is on fire. Spider-Man, No Way Home swings in to swipe all the week's toy news. What Gundam you need to know before watching Mobile Suit Gundam, Hathaway on Netflix. See the ExoMars parachute deploy from 18 miles up. In Masters of the Universe, Revelation's latest trailer, a new battle begins. Grocery stores couldn't handle the Pacific Northwest's historic heat wave. The dot may create a better world, one in which airlines pay us back for late baggage and busted Wi-Fi. There was a hidden COVID-19 epidemic among household pets, study suggests. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? Oops, unable to retrieve the temperature data, check back later. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. OpenZFS 2.1 is out, let's talk about its brand new Drave devs. App with 5.8 million Google Play downloads stole users' Facebook passwords. US hits and Tyro Bocall milestone but annoying calls won't stop anytime soon. German scientists built a high-resolution microscope out of Lego bricks. Qualcomm plans to design an M1 competitor for PCs, sans ARM. New, deadly bacteria may be lurking in US, CDC warns of 3 puzzling cases. Despite $2.10 M ruling, ROM Universe owner considers bringing back ROM site. OnePlus now has one of the best Android update schedules. Facebook, Twitter pledge to fight abuse of women but leave lots of room for failure. Tesla has great quarter, delivers more than 200,000 Fs. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Arizona constable responds to 6-month suspension for delaying eviction until a mom and kids had shelter. 4 kids shot in Virginia shooting, report. If McCarthy refuses to nominate January 6 committee members, it'll blow up in his face, former GOP lawmaker. Canadian military prepares to evacuate fire-threatened towns during record-smashing heat wave. Sha'Carri Richardson's marijuana suspension has anti-doping agency facing congressional investigation. Trump is enraged about the criminal indictments against his business, NIT reporter. Republican isn't just pushing insurrection conspiracy theory, he's using it to fundraise, report. 37-year-old Elise Stefanik faces GOP challenger seeking mandatory retirement age for politicians, report. Massive ransomware attack strikes as Americans leave town for Independence Day celebrations, report. 18th alleged oathkeeper arrested as feds crack down on stack formation insurrectionists, report. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Texas Lieutenant Governor says State History Museum no place for history. A vegetable oasis in an urban landscape. Advocates say the Biden administration's execution moratorium doesn't go far enough. An indictment of the Trump Organization is an indictment of Donald Trump. Progressive lawmakers want Biden to not include military spending in infrastructure plan. Senators want to pay for infrastructure with asset recycling. That's just a fancy term for privatization. Ditch the home fireworks this weekend, Western officials beg. Stop blaming crime rates on defunding the police. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. No, the federal government's UFO report did not mention aliens, wbur.com. Podcasts and audiobooks for your summer road trip, The Wall Street Journal. The origin of technosignatures, Scientific American. July 2nd is World UFO Day. Have you seen a UFO? Santa Fe, New Mexican. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. How astrocytes shape the developing brain, technology networks. Therapeutic effects of catechins in less common neurological and neurodegenerative disorders, DocWire News. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Saturday, July 3rd, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Pentagon's UAP-UFO report, no panic in the streets. UFOs in the nukes, are UFOs a threat to national security? That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Saturday, July 3rd, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News I8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News I8. All rights reserved.